This is a quick video. I'm a big believer in rebuilding and building your credit yourself, where you don't have to pay anyone. You can do it yourself because I did it myself. I can speak for myself as an example. I did it myself. I didn't pay anyone. And I've done videos on this topic. I did 2 videos on there. But I still have people that will even ask me or tell me that, I don't know what else to do. I gave up, or they're afraid. So I just shared this real quickly. First thing you do is pull your credit reports. And one of the easiest ways you can do that is to download Credit Karma, Wallet Hub, or Nerd Wallet, and Credit Sesame. You can use those. Those are free. But don't just go looking at those scores. Those are Vantage scores that are on those sites. Those are just for educational purposes. Vantage scores and FICO scores are completely different. FICO scores are what the banks and loan companies use. So just remember that. FICO score is the score that they use. Don't go by the score that are on the free sites, the Vantage scores. Those are just used for educational purposes. So I just stress that. So you pull your credit reports, and also you can go onto my FICO or freecreditreports.com and get a copy of free credit reports as well. And if you want to pay, you can go on to Experian, sign on to Experian, and get all 3 credit reports as well. But the first thing you do is pull your credit reports and check them, each line. Check your address, check your spelling of your name, check your social security number. You'll be surprised by some inaccuracies that is on there, even past addresses. Narrow it down to just the current address that you live at. I did that on my report. I made those corrections where one social security number was off. My name was misspelled, my last name. And I sent that to TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax. And when that happened, I received letters from all 3 credit bureaus, and my credit scores went up by 25 plus points instantaneously. So the first thing you do is pull your credit reports. That's 1. 2, review your credit reports with a fine-tooth comb. Look through every detail that is on there. Before you apply for anything, look through everything first. So the first thing you want to do to get established and reestablished, you need to have at least a line of credit. You have to get started somewhere before you can start to go on a complete deleting spree and disputing spree. Have an existing line, at least 2 lines of credit on your report. So either you start off with a starter card, or in the process you get a secured card where you put up a $200 deposit, but make sure you get a card that graduates. Not all secured cards are created equal. You get a secured card that graduates, like for example, Discover It secured card, or the Navy Federal Credit Union and rewards card if you're in with Navy Federal. You put up $200. And then in the course of putting up the $200, 6 to 7 months, they review your credit reports, review your account to see how good you're doing. They'll send you that $200 deposit back. And then they will go ahead and upgrade your account to unsecured and increase that $200 credit limit to $2,000. So in the course of doing that, what you start to do after you establish lines of credit, don't go crazy, just at least have 1 or 2. Then start to dispute. If you see like collections or anything on your credit report that you need to dispute, you can dispute it. You can dispute online, but I always used to like to, what worked for me is I disputed where I typed out a letter. I went directly to the post office, and before I mailed it to TransUnion, Experian, and Equifax, I got the name of the collection agencies. I sent a letter where I asked them for information. I said, I need proof that I owe this debt. I need validation. I need to see something within 30 days, and I didn't see it. So nothing was sent. So afterwards, I sent a copy of what I sent, the certified letter that I sent to them. I sent a copy of the certified receipt directly to TransUnion, Equifax, and Experian. And then afterwards, all 3 credit bureaus sent me a letter and stated that all of those items were deleted off of my credit report permanently. So once you do that, then you start to continue to look at your score, but don't just go applying for anything blindly, like for credit or for a car or for a home. Know your FICO score before you do anything. Know your score and what your score range is and what is on your report. So by that time your report is a little clean. So you start to, apply for different lines of credit. And just remember, building credit is a marathon, not a sprint. It takes time, and it's funny because establishing a relationship too, and I'm gonna intertwine this as well. Establish a relationship with a bank or credit union, because it will go very far. I've seen people that had scores at the time that was even higher than mine at the time, like 799, 800, and I was a 680, 670, and I was able to go into US Bank, American Express, and also with Navy Federal Credit Union, and I was able to get even higher credit limits and products quicker than those people that even had way higher scores than me, just because of my relationship, and also my credit file was a little thicker. But a lot of times, don't be worrying about, okay, this person has an 800 score or this person has a 799 score and I just have a 680, 690. You'll be amazed. I had more lines of credit than some folks that I knew at the time that had scores that was higher than mine at a point in time. It's all about relationships. So that intertwines with what I'm saying when you're building and rebuilding your credit. Establish relationships that will last. So I just wanted to quickly share this with you. You know, don't give up. Pull your credit reports. See what's on there. Establish a line or two of credit. Dispute any items, and once those items are removed, know your score before you go blindly applying for anything. But the most important thing is know your score and know where you sit at, so you can, look for different opportunities with your credit. Redesign, rebuild, reclaim.